Micron ended the day today basically flat in here. 377 is where we're currently trading, although in after hours we're getting a little bit of pop in here. If you look just at the quote, you would say, a whole lot of nothing happening here today. But really, we were up in the 380s. We were down in those mid 360s, and then finally fought back there right towards the end of the day. Had that nice little 15-minute, really about a 20-minute pop from that 370 to that 377 mark. So that's what brought us back to where we're currently trading in here. Technically, what are we looking at? We're holding our lower trend line. This is coming off of lows from or I guess 3 weeks ago. So going forward, that lower trend line right there is going to be our main area of support, that 363. Anything below there, we're looking at 362. And then below here, we are looking down here. Really, nothing's going to save us until the 313s, except nice whole numbers working our way down, right? So you have a little bit of hiccup here, right around those 340s, and then it may be right around here, those 326s as well. But really, there's nothing to kind of save us if this thing starts to go, because it's going to go quick. But on the other hand, if it does hold, well, then we're looking good, right? So to the upside in here, we're looking at 386 above there, nice psych level of 400. Then we're looking at 412s, and then all the way up here in those 442s. As far as our implied volatility goes in Micron, it's obviously still elevated because of this week that we had in here about 3 weeks ago. So your IV rank is sitting at 69, right around $22 expected move by this Friday, next Friday, 36, go all the way out to May, right around a $64 expected move. We're also going to take a look at Google in here today. Overall, we'll take a nice little pop in Google, about $5 and some change up from yesterday's close. IV rank in here sitting about 60. So good juice in here, good decent day, about $5 and some change from yesterday's close, sitting at that 305 level. So we're holding the 300 psych level. So that's good news for us in here. Anything else to the upside? We're basically looking at that 312 mark, and then we're looking up here at these 320s. To the downside in here, obviously 300 cycle level is going to be huge. Anything outside of that's going to be 290. That was a nice support for us here back in March. And then anything outside of that, it's basically going to be this lower trend line sitting all the way down here at 271. Now our RSI is basically neutral in here, so we're going to need some decent volume for this thing to kind of start picking up our direction, right, towards the good guys in here. But obviously it's all going to depend on what happens tonight when Trump makes his decision about Iran and things like that. So obviously that's going to be a big market mover. So we're going to see how swiftly, I guess it would be the correct term, how things are going to pull back or they're going to accelerate depending on what type of news Trump comes out with tonight between now and 8 p.m. But we're going to have to kind of wait and see how everything is going to correlate and then where these tech stocks actually going to end up. So as far as our expected moves go for Google, you got an $8 expected move by Friday, next Monday, right around $9. Following Friday, 13, and we do have earnings coming up April 23rd. So we're going to see where Micron and Google end up as we continue throughout this week. Especially, we're going to see what happens overnight tonight when Trump starts to kind of talk or just make his announcement of what is going to happen over in the Middle East. So that's what we're looking at for here on Google and Micron. All right, guys, if you like this video, make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We also have a Discord service if you are interested, and you can find all of our socials in the description below.